Okay, now let's understand the last part of the LLMs, which is called as emergent behavior. Now, LLMs, which is using the decoder block, in the decoder block, we have something called as deep neural networks. And that networks are nothing but, those network consist of those parameters which we are talking about, right? So in those network only, the training happens. Apart from that, those network, of course, we have other parameters also which needs to be updated, but majority of the parameters which LLM learns is available inside those deep neural networks. Okay, and those networks try to understand, so basically, by now you have understood that LLMs are doing what? It's just predicting the next word, and that is how the training happens for these LLMs. So, as you can read this, when a deep neural network is forced to predict the next word across the entirely of human knowledge, it is forced to develop logic, grammar, translation, and reasoning. Right. So, whenever we try to basically train the LLM model to predict the next word, so LLM will automatically, able to understand the grammar, logic, translation, and reasoning of the entire language. Okay, in order to just simply make the next word prediction. But the intelligence is not that. It also, while we are doing this process, it is seen that with this kind of data set, which we have this auto regression data set, and then 175 billion number of parameters which is available inside the LLM, and with these many number of tokens, it shows something called as emergent behavior, meaning it will not able to only predict the next word, but since it has gone through those text, those codes, everything, it will be able to understand and produce the code automatically. Okay, so it's only producing the next word at a time, but it is doing it so much beautifully that it able to understand the each and every nuances and grammar and syntax of the language, that it is able to generate the code. Of course, the entire code is generated one by one, pieces by pieces, but it is happens so beautifully that it looks like it is able to generate the entire code. So that is called as emergent behavior. Though we are training the model for just predicting the next word, LLM is able to understand how to generate the code, how to perform the 3-digit mathematics, and then also how to unscramble words. And that is called as emergent behavior of LLMs. So whenever somebody asks you what is the emergent behavior, you can say, though the LLMs are only trained in such a way that it's gonna produce or it's gonna predict the next word or best possible next word, it is so well able to understand the grammar or translation of the entire language that it is able to generate the code, it is able to perform some kind of mathematics as well, and that is called as emergent behavior of the LLM.